I'm here at WonderCon with Batman himself, Jason O'Mara, voice of Batman in Son of Batman, coming to Blu-ray and DVD on May 6th.
I'm Batman.
Yes, you are. Now, this is the second time you've voiced the character, so was it a little bit easier slipping into the role this time?
Yeah, it was. Thankfully, I had a bit of a struggle on Justice League War. Not dreadful struggle, but like my first day, I was nervous. I mean, imagine it. Like you're sitting, you go into this dark room, you're standing in front of a lectern, and you got this script, and it's like Batman says this, Batman says that, and there's a bunch of people who have worked with Kevin Conroy and just about every other successful version of Batman all sitting up looking at you, and it was like, okay, how's this Batman going to sound? So it was pretty nerve-wracking, but we got there in the end, and Andrea Romano, who was the voice director, was just fantastic to work with. So she was able to help me a lot. So by the time we got around to Son of Batman, I felt like this is awesome because this is me getting a second crack at it. And there was a real danger that I might even have a good time. And I did. And also because this story is character-driven, It's really about Batman and Damian and Talia and that whole backstory, which goes back really to the origins of Batman, Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins, and it was just cool to be able to play out, a really interesting, quite controversial take on the story, and find a way to make Batman into a dad, for better or worse, I mean, he's got to guide this kid and protect this kid at the same time, which is tricky. It's hard to do. Ask any parent.
You mentioned Kevin Conroy. Coming into this project and previously with Justice League War, those are obviously some big shoes to fill. So for you, where does the Batman voice come from? Like, how did you create your version of the character and try to make it different from what had come before you?
Well, in very simple terms, you want to find the Batman that you hear in your voice, like when you were 10 years old playing with your action figures. How did you voice Batman? So that was a question I kind of started with, but I also didn't want it to sound like any one of the previous iterations, trying to find something unique and honest and authentic and grounded and dark. So it took a little while. It was like crosshairs, you're trying to get it zoning in on your target, and eventually you get it, and it's a nice feeling when you do. And also I had to find a voice that not only sounded good, but I could reproduce it and produce it and reproduce it in the sound studio. So it was a process. And it's really only something that when you hear it, and even for me, it's like I got to hear it and go and see it with the actual character and see the animation and hear the voice come out. It's like, yeah, I think that's it. I think we found it. I think we got it. So that's why I enjoy this so much. It was like I was able to relax and go, okay, this is my version of Batman, and hope everyone enjoys it.
Can you give us a little sample of the voice?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
All right. Now, were you a comic fan before coming to these projects?
I gave you Batman at the start.
Yeah, that's
what
fair.
more do you want?
That's fair.
Come on.
Were you a fan of the Batman comics before coming onto this project? Did you spend some time with the source material?
Yeah, a little bit. There was like a good 15 or 20 years there where I didn't pick up a Batman comic between like college and like 4 years ago. So I felt like I had a lot of catching up to do. But to be honest, that was kind of a cool experience because even the comic books have come a long way, and just like the animated movies have. So I was able to go back to Batman and Son, the Grant Morrison, and read that and kind of go, oh, this is really cool, I mean, I thought that was a cool graphic novel in itself. But as a lot of people know, not all graphic novels make great movies and vice versa. So I was able to go back. Yeah, I spent a little money and got some pretty cool Grant Morrison stuff, and which I'm a fan of, and had a nice few evenings flicking through them.
All right, so this is your second time as the character. Are you going to be back for a third time?
It's been hinted, and it has been mentioned. So I'm hopeful.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, again, Batman and Son is out on Blu-ray and DVD on May 6th. Look for it everywhere. Thanks very much, Jason.
Hey, thanks.